Assalamualaikum and hi. I'm going to present off question 1. Now, I would like to explain the meaning of differentiation and the technique used in differentiation. First, differentiation is a concept that measures how a function changes with respect to a variable. In simple terms, it tells us the rate at which one quantity changes compared to another. In geometry, differentiation also represents the slope or gradient of a tangent line to a curve at certain point. Now, let's move on to the technique of differentiation. The first technique is the first principle method. This method uses limit to find the derivative and is considered the fundamental definition of differentiation. The formula is f prime x equal to lim h equal to 0 f open bracket x plus h close bracket minus fx over h. Next is the basic rule of differentiation. The first rule is the power rule, where if y equal to x power of n, the derivative is nx power of n minus 1. Second is the constant rule is equal to 0, and the third is sum of difference rule, that f plus minus g equal to f prime plus minus g prime. The third technique is the product rule. This rule is used when two functions are multiplied together. The formula is u prime v plus u v prime. The fourth technique is the equation rule, which is used when one function is divided by the another function. The formula is u prime v minus u v prime over v square. Other than that, we also have a chain rule. This rule is applied when we have a function inside another function, also known as a composite function. Besides that, there is implicit differentiation, which is used when variables like x and y are mixed together in one equation. Also, we have logarithmic differentiation, which is useful for more complicated functions involving power, multiplication, or division. Lastly, differentiation can also be applied to a special function such as trigonometry, exponential, and logarithmic function. So, that's all from me, and thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today I will explain how to find the derivative using the technique of differentiation. So as we all know that we get 3 rules of differentiation. First is the product rule, second is the equation rule, third is the chain rule. You can see the equation 2a. From this equation, this function consists of two functions multiplied together, which are ln x2 and tan x minus 3. So I will use the product rule since the function involves multiplication of two functions. The formula for product rule is u prime v plus u v prime. So first step is we need to find the u prime and v prime. The derivative of natural law is 1 over inside function. So we need to use the function inside, then multiply by the derivative of the inside function. So we will get the u prime is y over x. Next I will find the value of v prime. The derivative of tangent is secant square. So the value of v prime is set to x minus 3. The inside function has derivative equal to 1, so the answer remains the same. Now substitute everything into the product rule formula.
So we will get 2 over x tangent x minus 3 plus ln x square secant square x minus 3.
Next, we will move to the question B. I will use the question rule because the function is in fraction form. The formula for question rule is u prime v minus u v prime over v square. So first step, like usual, we need to find u prime and v prime. The derivative of x square is 2xy, derivative of constant is 0. So we will get the value of u prime is 2x. Next, I will find the v prime. Since the value of v is cos x, then the derivative of cosine is negative sign. Now from the formula equation, substitute everything into the quotient formula. We need to write step by step, then simplify. So this is the final answer for question B.
After substitute, we will get 2x cosine x plus x square plus 1 sin x over cos square x.
For the next part is question number 3. It says we given ln y plus cos square bracket x square plus exponent y equal to 2xy. So we have to find the dy over dx using the implicit differentiation. So for the first part, we have 3 components of it. So we have first component, that is ln y, and second component is cos square bracket x square plus exponent y, and we have the third component is 2xy. So we have to differentiate each of them. First, we have to differentiate the ln y. So we know that when ln x being differentiated, it will become 1 over x. So it will be the same thing as this question. It says ln y. So it will be 1 over y and dy dx. For the second part, we have to differentiate the cos square bracket x square plus exponent y bracket. So first, we'll have to put the square at the back of the bracket. So we have to put the 2 in front of the cos. So it will be 2 cos bracket x square plus exponent y, and the square will be minus 1, so it will be equal to 1. And we have to differentiate again of cos bracket x square plus exponent y. So when we differentiate again, cos, when it differentiates, it will become negative sin. So that's why we have got negative sin x square plus exponent y bracket, and we have to differentiate again for the next part, that is x square plus e exponent y. When it differentiate again, it will become 2x plus exponent y dy over dx. So the last answer for this component number 2 is negative 2 cos bracket x square plus exponent y bracket sin bracket x squared plus exponent y bracket, and we may multiply by 2x plus exponent y dy dx. And for the third part, we have to differentiate the 2xy. So we have two different terms here, so we have to use the product rule. That is, we're gonna two variable, that is u and v. So our u is 2x, and our u prime is 2. Because 2x is linear, so we have to only write the number of it, that is 2. And then the v here is y, and our v prime is dy over dx. And then we're gonna multiply it. So we're gonna multiply it by using this formula, that is u times v prime plus u prime times v. Why is plus? It because it is product rule. That is why we have to plus it. So the end of the answer is 2x dy over dx plus 2y. Next, after we complete all of the differentiate all of the components, then we're gonna to rearrange back using their equation that they gave. So we're gonna arrange it like this. So it will be y 1 over y dy over dx plus bracket negative 2 cos x squared plus exponent y sin x squared plus exponent y, and then will be multiplied by 2x plus exponent y dy over dx, and equal 2x dy over dx plus 2y. After we put all of the equation together, now we're gonna open the bracket. So the negative 2 will be multiplied by 2x. So it will be negative 4x cos x squared plus ey sin x squared plus ey. And the exponent y dy dx will be multiplied by all of them in front of it. So it will become negative 2 exponent y cos bracket x squared plus exponent y, and sin x squared plus exponent y dy over dx. After we open the bracket, now we're gonna put those dy dx on the left side and those without the dy dx on the right side. So it will be dy over dx bracket 1 over y minus 2 exponent y cos x squared plus exponent y sin x squared plus exponent y minus 2x, and equal 4x cos x squared plus exponent y sin x squared plus exponent y plus 2y. And then after we rearrange it by having a dy dx and without the dy dx, next we're gonna just have dy dx as our main subject. So those not relevant to the dy dx, we're gonna put all of them on the right side. So it will become 4x cos x squared plus exponent y sin x squared plus exponent y plus 2y will be divided by all of those. That is y minus 2 exponent y cos x squared plus exponent y sin x squared plus exponent y minus 2x. And that is our last answer. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Namzati. I will present to you how to solve the last question. Okay, as you see the question, so the first step we have to let fx is equal to what? It means from the equation given from the question. Okay, we will transform it to x like this. Okay, so when we already did like this, like I highlighted that. So for the step 2, we move on to step 2, differentiate. We have to differentiate the equation that we already did. Okay, so we write as f prime x, and we will get, when we differentiate, we will get 2x minus negative 1 over 3 x to the power of negative 4 over 3. Remember, you have to rearrange it. So it's either you can do it's either like this, or you can do it like this if you want the power is positive. Okay, for the step 3, we need to use the equation of delta x is equal to x negative x naught. Okay, for the x is the given value from the equation, in the equation. Okay, for the x, right, is the nearest value to the equation given. It's, for example, from this equation, we have 8.02, so the nearest is 8.00. For another example, it's maybe 11.02, and the nearest is 11, or it might be 12.69, no, 96, so the nearest is 12, just like that. It's okay. For your data, its value is negative, since we will use it in the further equation. So for this equation, we will insert the value 8.02 minus 8.00, we will get 0.02. For the last step of this question, for the step 4, we need to extract the equation from the equation to f x naught f plus f prime x naught delta x. So where we will get the f naught? We will get it from the here. We will get here from here. So how about the f prime x naught delta x? We will use the equation from here. So when you distract it, you will get this. For the further explanation, I will show you the how the calculations work. Okay, so the final answer is 63.82. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, we have learned the meaning of differentiation, the different techniques of differentiation, and how to use this technique to solve mathematical problems. By understanding this method, we can solve calculus questions more accurately and confidently. And thank you for your attention.